After the first night, it felt comfortable, meowing cats, and still working out some kinks. But I took a shower in my new shower, and it made me so happy.
Pulling out. Cats in tow. Off we go.
We are leaving, completed our training. So how are you feeling after a couple of days on this radical living challenge?
I'm loving it. It's starting to settle down a little bit. We did it, just that we've been successful. I mean, I honestly didn't know if it would happen, so it's just really cool. Just filled up 40 gallons. The tank is 100 gallons, so it's less than half of the tank, and it's $213 diesel.
So we last left you, we packed up, we got ready to go and start out on an adventure, and the first thing that we booked was this sanatorium called Waverly Hills that was in Louisville, Kentucky. We're in Kentucky. Woo-hoo! And I really wanted to go there because I was putting together a book proposal and I'd seen this place on Jeremy's map and I just thought it sounded really cool. When I started to research it, I realized it is known for its paranormal activity, and I was fascinated.
Yeah, it used to be a tuberculosis pandemic treatment center, and they had some pretty gnarly ideas about how to deal with it back then in the 20s. And the main idea, and in fact the whole place is built around the concept of needing fresh air and sunlight to cure TB. That was one of the main components that they believed would cure TB at the time. So the whole place is set up like that. The design, everything.
It's 100 years old. Just in context, the pandemic we are just coming out of, the TB pandemic lasted 40 years till they got a vaccine. And so basically what happened is they built this to have people basically quarantine until they died, and some people lived there for up to 20 years. So it was a really interesting place. We did the paranormal tour at night. We did not experience any ghosts, but we heard some amazing stories. And then we went back in the daytime and we saw a really cool historical tour, and it was really worth it, and it was amazing.
Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, that was the first stops. The second place that I wanted to go to, and we packed way too much in, was the Mammoth Caves. I'd booked 2 separate campsites around those locations, but it was a lot. It was a lot to get there. Felt like we were rushing. We didn't even stop to buy groceries,
which was a huge issue, although we did
so
learn.
We were just eating out the whole time.
Yeah, what we learned, I thought this was really, and this is part of what I love about doing this, is we were realizing how spoiled we are living in California for 20-some years.
With a housekeeper.
With a housekeeper, but not even about that. Just about having access to really quality, fresh food. Yeah. And even eating in some diners and some restaurants, really understanding that the food that they're serving, just because of we met someone who called it like it's a food desert, and no judgment, just observationally, like, wow, we're so spoiled just being able to have access to really healthy, fresh food. So we went to Mammoth Caves.
It's kind of a stop off. Saw 2% of it, which was amazing.
Yeah,
definitely want to go back.
Yeah, it was super, super cool. And but then we were kind of rushing. And the other thing that we've really learned is that whatever you're going to do, it's going to take like twice as long than you think it. I know we hear this and we watch tons of YouTube videos researching this stuff, but it's true. So everything, realizing we had to like dump our tanks, leveling, stopping, all these things that people who are our friends or community are like, what the hell are you talking about? But it's the way of life. And so I'm gonna just say that while I'd love to say like it's easy and it's fun and we're having the time of our lives, for me it's been a really big struggle. I'm totally I love it. I'm glad we're doing it.
I love it.
Jeremy's happy, of course, but It's been a really big struggle. I think the other thing is today's the first day it's been over 50 degrees.
Yeah,
so it's
today.
been anywhere from like 20 degrees to 50 degrees. In Nashville, it rained pretty much the whole time except yesterday and today. And so I've been going through my own challenges, and I think it's just, normal when you're making a big change to adjust, and like working later on the East Coast times. So, when we did our experiment, I was done at 5 o'clock or 5:30 and able to do stuff, but I've been, working till 8 or 8:30. It's just an adjustment, but I'm super excited. Had the best time in Nashville, which we'll talk to you about soon. But that first week and weekend, I loved Waverly. I loved Mammoth Cave.
Yeah.
And also, it was a lot.